Hey Helldivers! Let's review the two new guns in the Borderline Justice Warbond, starting with just the facts in the beginning, including nuances not covered in the in-game description. Then, if you're interested, my hot takes. Real quick though, please hit that like, follow, and share, my brothers and sisters of Super Earth, to help support this channel. Alright, first up, the R6 Deadeye Hunting Rifle, classified as a marksman rifle on the first page, requiring 35 Warbond to unlock. Looking at its stats, it's a continuation of the mechanical trajectory of the marksman category, basically a heftier diligence counter sniper rifle, in that you exchange capacity, recoil, and fire rate for 100 extra damage. With medium armor penetration, it's a simple side grade, requiring you to go with the anti-material rifle if you want to be doing some sniping action with heavy armor penetration. Now, on the battlefield, you'll find a major value not covered in the description, and that's its stagger. Enemies with high hit point pools like berserkers and overseers have more to fear from this weapon, letting you stun lock them until you kill them. Another benefit you'll only discover when using the weapon is its ergonomics, meaning it's light enough to allow you to snap to targets quickly. The pain is really felt with its reload. It takes quite a while, so you may want to consider armor with the Siege Ready passive. On to the Talon, listed on page 2 for 40 Warbond. Most of you will be able to get both right off the bat, being capped at 250 since the last Warbond release. When it comes to stats, the weapon is more of an analog of the Verdict than the Senator, featuring medium armor penetration but with a higher fire rate, better damage, but reduced capacity if you fire it super fast. It does deal the same damage as the Senator at 200, but without heavy armor penetration, it can't be considered its side grade. Out in the field, you'll notice that it has a lightning quick cooldown, but also overheats just as fast, giving you 7 shots before you need to reload if you rapid fire. Now, given its short cooldown, you can enjoy infinite ammo if you space your shots, even with a short delay. Alright, cool. If you couldn't care any less about my opinion, thank you for coming, thank you for watching, much appreciated, and please don't forget to support my channel. I'll be immensely grateful. For the rest of you, here we go. When I consider how to place these weapons in a loadout, I look at their distinct value. What niche do they serve? What can they do that's even slightly better than a counterpart? When it comes to the Deadeye, it's much more the stagger. I can juggle tough enemies for a limited time given its low capacity and its ergonomics. The higher damage isn't as much the attraction, since I can fire off rounds for longer and faster with a Diligent CS. Look, it's okay and gives you another option to better suit your playstyle, as it's another entry along the category's vector, but its inability to really excite me isn't the fault of the weapon, because Helldivers 2 gunplay doesn't greatly benefit from the sniper or marksman category. Enemies don't engage from behind cover, they all quickly or slowly close the distance, with most combat occurring at close to medium range. Bots are the faction where accuracy is the most rewarding, as that's the one that you can get away with a light armor penetration primary that requires sharpshooting to hit weak points that would otherwise require medium armor pen. But that's already done quite well with weapons like the Sickle and Tenderizer, whose accuracy and rate of fire lets you clear a ton of chaff. In all, so far, I'm finding these weapons are just basic side grades, ones that would have been better done if we had weapon customization than needing to get a whole new gun. But look, I get it. How are they going to sell Warbonds, right? They kind of need to offer new guns. When it comes to the Talon, I feel like it's just a straight upgrade from the Verdict. It can't replace the Senator since its main draw is heavy armor penetration, but it's got better damage than the Verdict and no recoil. You don't need to fire more than 7 shots crazy fast, even if you're engaging the likes of Biospewers, Hive Guards, and Overseers, so it's a bit hard to justify having access to those 3 extra rounds that you get in the Verdict's magazine. I've said this before, I've said this to death, and I'll say it again because I can already see the comments that are going to be coming in. That's okay. Look, I'm glad we're getting new weapons. These toys are fun to play with, and I'm going to enjoy putting them in loadouts and all that, but I'm gonna say that it feels like Arrowhead isn't pushing that aspect that made the game so exciting at first, offering an arsenal that felt interesting to explore. At the end of the day, yep, a dead bug is a dead bug, and I'm not as interested in finding guns with the lowest TTK as long as I'm enjoying the experience. Going into side grades would have been a lot more ideal as a customization option than needing to get whole new guns that just give you relatively minor adjustments to stats. Instead, getting, I don't know, freezing weapons or acid weapons at lower armor values or whatever would have helped to keep the arsenal dynamic, or better yet, enemies that engage in different ways in order to make combat more nuanced or team dynamics more interesting. Anyways, that's my take. Let the comments begin, as I am keenly interested in your take. I'll see you all on the battlefield, Helldivers.